Okay, the teacher in Period 8 Logs, he has a pretty intimate relationship with some of the characters, with Polly, with Hannah, even with Mary. Could that teacher exist in a modern world?
You know, that teacher could exist because that teacher's old. He's actually within 2 years of my age. And I started teaching back in the 70s when my experience back then was that you could, you know, have personal conversations with kids, and they would come to you if you seemed like a righteous guy. They would come to you, or a righteous teacher. They would come to you for advice. And I worked in an alternative school, so that's part of where, you know, this got crafted. But Logs is a guy who's kind of been grandfathered in on his style, and they're old teachers. They're old teachers and get away with a lot of stuff that new teachers can't get away with. And you know, you talk to kids and and you'll find kids today with relationships with their teachers that are like Logs. You don't find as many of them. I mean, like I said, I was coming out of the 60s as a teacher, and it was pretty fast and loose. Not in the sense, I mean, one of the things about Logs is he's never inappropriate. There's never any sexual innuendo with his kids, but he's willing to listen to what goes on in their lives. So he's a kind of a combination between what we would call now a good teacher and maybe a good counselor. And he's created, you know, as like the better part, and believe me, the better part of me, and the way I see education and the way I see counseling. So that's kind of who he is. You could exist like Logs is. I don't know that you could start out being a teacher like Logs is.